So it wasn't too long ago when Apple actually ended up pretty much dropping one of their most iconic lineup of iPhones of all time. Now, it's not necessarily an iPhone that most of us will probably think about. It's not the mini devices. It's not the Plus one that they're probably going to drop next year. It was actually their S series of devices. So if you actually remember, we had phones like the iPhone 5S, iPhone 6S, iPhone 4S, iPhone 3GS, and there was a time, even the iPhone 10s, and there was a time where this specific lineup from Apple was kind of synonymous with a small upgrade. I think a lot of people thought the S kind of stood for small, but in my opinion, looking back, those S series of devices were some of the most impactful ones. I would argue that the 3GS was a pretty big upgrade. The 4S was a pretty small upgrade if I'm being honest, although it did last quite a bit of time longer than I thought than the iPhone 4. We did also get, for better or for worse, the iPhone 6S, which I love. It was a really, really good iPhone, but because of its problems and because of the whole entire battery throttling issue that iPhone kind of brought with it, maybe it doesn't have the best legacy with Apple, but I think it was a massive improvement for sure, and it brought a lot to the table. And the iPhone 10s was actually kind of the last iPhone S series that we've gotten since then. And when you look at a device like that, I mean, there's a reason Apple kind of stood away and stopped dropping a S series of device, and they only have since 2018 or since 2019, depending on how you look at it, they've only had full number releases. The iPhone 11, the iPhone 12, the iPhone 13, then the iPhone 14, and probably the iPhone 15 as well. At least that's what the leaks are suggesting. I think there was 1 year, I think going from the iPhone 12 to the 13, I think there were some rumors that it was going to be an S upgrade, or they were going to call it the iPhone 12s, but they actually didn't end up doing that. So what is the reasoning for this, and why did Apple just stop doing it? Well, from what I can see and from what has been kind of estimated, is that if you actually look at the sales numbers between all the S iPhones that are sold, those iPhones do not sell as well compared to the full number ones. So the iPhone 6 sold way more than the iPhone 6S. Pretty sure the iPhone 7 sold more than the iPhone 6S as well. The iPhone 10 probably sold more than the iPhone 10s as well. Like, the list kind of just goes on. And they actually removed the letters as well. Like, there's no iPhone 10R anymore either, and I think about it, which is kind of interesting. So I think with the S series of upgrades, it was kind of like it's almost like a Nintendo Wii to the Nintendo Wii U situation too, if you're familiar with that. The names were just so similar that they kind of just went ahead and it just didn't sell too well, because people were like, oh, we already have it, why would you need to upgrade? But now that they've only been dropping the full numbers after, I think they've actually been selling a lot more iPhones than they probably would have if they just dropped it as an S series upgrade here and there. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.